Hi everyone, this is Matt. This is actually my first time creating a build guide for Undecember. So I've been playing Undecember for a few months now, and I've grown to like this game. Actually purchased a bunch of stash tabs, just like in PoE. Okay, so yes, so for this one, we're gonna be doing a minion build guide. So why minions? Yes, because I've built minions before in my previous ARPG games like PoE, Grim Dawn, B2R, Warhammer. So yes, let's get on with it. So I've decided to make this build guide because there's not a lot of minion build guides out there, especially on YouTube. I think that's our go-to site for finding builds. So we can search for them, or there are results for them that are kind of outdated. Okay, but if you want an endgame build guide for minions, you can definitely check out Gino, Gino. He's a content creator for Undecember that showcases endgame minion builds. And also, there's one from PT Gaming a few months back this year that I've actually tried building. It's a Rune Knight build, so those are big boys, big minions that hit hard. I actually built that the first time, but I've grown tired of it. I would like to try Abysslings for a change. So I went into the rankings and saw this guy. Where is he? This guy doing 3.6 billion DPS on the ranking dummy. So you can check him out. This is the guy that I've um, kind of um, copied the build from. Okay, as you can see, that staff. Juicy staff. Okay, but this build that I'm going to do, this is more for like an entry level, up to let's say plus 10, plus 15 monster levels when it comes to mapping. So first off, let's go with the skills. Okay, so our main skill that we're gonna be using is Summon Poison Arrow Abyssling, and it's awakened to Verity. Verity, why? Because it will add an additional chain and also venom rate for our minions. Now the skill works, or how the Poison Arrow Abyssling attack is they cast this projectiles, green projectiles. There you go. Okay, that's how it goes. So yes, I've max leveled this. And also take note that these are spells that they're launching. Okay, not attacks; it's spells. Though, so they need cast speed, very high cast speed for it to be effective. And we have it linked to Deadly Poison Verity. And make sure that you immediately legendary this and awaken this, because if you don't awaken this, it will say that it cannot apply venom. Okay, and we need the minions to apply venom so it actually gets those bonuses, the damage amp and multiplier there. So we need to have it awakened to Verity so that it can change to can inflict venom and giving venom rate as well, which makes the minions generate venom on their enemies faster. Okay, and we're gonna go with extract poison energy. Okay, as you can see, it gives out great bonuses. So in total, the minions will get around 7 energy, because the initial energy is 5, adding 2, which makes it 7. Correct me if I'm wrong under in the comments. And it gives poison damage amp and also cast speed. And take note that this cast speed is not increased, it amplifies it. Okay, So that's very beneficial to our minions. Going next is gonna be Destructive Instinct, and just awaken it to source just to get more damage. Okay, minion damage amp there once you've awakened it. So the reason I went with Destructive Instinct is because it actually gives you huge damage boost when you're gonna be killing a boss in the end of the map or bosses, whatever you run. As you can see, it gives out or it gives a sure chance of dealing triple maximized damage for 3 seconds. So not that bad. Once they have good or very high cast speed, 3 seconds is a lot. Okay, and it gives damage amp as well. Okay, and also chance for our minions to passively get a chance to deal double maximized damage. Okay, so moving on, we're gonna go with Mana Storm. Obviously, damage amp since the tagging for the minions is strike, so they definitely will be affected by Mana Storm. And you can awaken this, but in the end, you can do that. Mana Storm, maybe you can do it with Origin or let's see, Verity, two red link runes, but I think we only have, oh no, we don't have. So maybe go with either Source or Origin as well, minus resource cost. Okay, but Mana Storm as it is, legendary, that should be fine. And also minion damage. Minion damage makes the minions attack aggressively, so they won't be passively just running around in the map. So, and also giving damage amp and awaken it to source, giving more damage amplification as well. And lastly, multi shot. Okay, and also additional info: the minions or the abysslings actually chains. Okay, okay, as you can see in here, their max chain count is 3, along with the Verity awakening. So they just shoot out one projectile each. So definitely give linking it to multi shot will greatly increase your clear speed when it comes to mapping. Okay, and a slight of damage amp in there. But when I go into the ranking dummy, I definitely go with strike in here. That's why I have it on my bag there, giving it more damage amplification. Okay, and another minion that we're gonna be summoning is gonna be the Rune Knight, the Arctic one. Okay, make sure to have it awakened, but it's not necessary. I've had it awakened to Verity, so this minion damage increase will affect our Abysslings as well because they are being or the enemies are being chilled by the Rune Knight. Okay. So I've linked it to absorb minion HP, giving it more survivability, minion damage as well. Minion presence gives out a lot of HP for our minions. So or for this, I mean for this Rune Knight, because he needs to survive so that he can actively cast the Rune Knight's authority. Oh, by the way, the Rune Knight's authority, just to let you know, as you can see, it says here periodically grants knights authority to Abyssling, so it gives our Abysslings cast speed. Okay, so minion presence going back. If you want to awaken this, definitely go for Verity. Okay, I've just set it to source because I was using this two Rune Knights on my build before. So going into Verity gives out regeneration, more survivability as well. Minion HP amp there. And Mana Storm giving it so that it can hit quite not that hard, but at least it can damage so that the effect of the chill can definitely help out when the Rune Knight attacks the mobs or the boss. It it chills them. So chill, gives them or gives the a debuff on enemies to slow their movement speed and attack speed, cast speed. Okay, so next is our automatic skill that we're gonna be putting in auto, which is whirlwind. Okay, so I have it linked to channeling enhancement, giving us more tankiness and also fighting spirit. And make sure to have this set to legendary, giving more fighting spirit stacks and also a bonus of element damage taken dampening. So that's really helpful, giving us more tankiness. And I've had it linked to increased essence drops since I'm farming right now, but definitely if you want your minions to deal more damage, you can set this to the link rune, which is cut. Okay, so what will happen is whirlwind will inflict bleed. Okay, and there's a chance for it to inflict cut. Okay, so cut is very good damage boost for our minions. It gives 12% damage taken amplification, so that's huge. You can do that, but I'm farming right now, so it doesn't matter. So that's where we get our tankiness, and we have whirlwind linked to spell activation on hit, summoning our minions, or I mean, automatically triggering the gather minions spell, which gives a huge damage boost to our minions, 414 as you can see there. And the duration is 5 seconds. So the cooldown is 3, so it overlaps. It means that you have it continuously there, okay, as a buff to the minions. But you can definitely lower this cooldown further by connecting it to time acceleration, I believe. Here we go, giving it more cooldown recovery speed. So you can do that. And trigger skills. Okay, we do have buff activation when hit. We have two. First one is this. It's tenacious regeneration, giving us more survivability. This auto triggers. Um, so it gives out an HP boost. So your HP pool will increase for about 2 seconds there on the duration, and gives you huge regeneration as well. And the best part on this skill rune is it instantly recovers a percentage of your HP. So in this one, it's huge, 33%. Okay, you can further increase this by definitely going into or legendarying this skill and have it awaken. Okay, you can go with the origin if you want more duration to get that increase HP pool and also the regen. But you can go with Verity. Definitely, this will amp up the instant recovery and also give you status effect dodge. That's huge. Means that you will not be frozen, or there's a chance that you won't get status effects like freeze, chill, anything that affects your statuses. Okay, so I have this linked with enhance effect and also decrease duration. Okay, decrease duration, I decided to link it in this so that I can get that more rune effect. You can see it's huge. You can definitely set this to legendary if you have the materials or the essences. Okay. And another activation that I have on hit when I'm hit is the shout of provocation. So this is another um, way to be more tanky. Okay, so you can see the duration is 4.5 seconds, and it gives us a huge, massive boost on our armor. So it not increases it, it amplifies it. Okay, so it's more. And also it provokes the enemies, so that it means that they will hit you. So, but you don't have to worry since you do have a lot of armor, and you do have a lot of damage taken dampening from whirlwind. So I have it linked to Predator's Roar just to have more damage for our minions. Okay, because once someone is affected by the shout, they will be vulnerable. As you can see, they take more damage. And connected it to Hush Shout, and also Lingering Shout. And we're gonna go with our toggles in here. So Unite Crowd. This is a huge one. Make sure that you have it set to Enrage so that our minions will benefit from the cast speed and the crit rate. And you can have it also awakened if ever you're planning on awakening this. Definitely go. If you want more movement speed, you can go with Verity. Or if you want more skill rune effect, Origin. Have it linked to Enhance effect as well. And going forward, we're gonna go with Hazy Melody. So Hazy Melody, this is the one that we need to set to low tone, okay? So you will know that you have it set to low tone if the icon is white, okay? And also in your statuses there, you can check it out if you have set it to low tone as well. So setting it to low tone, it means that our Rune Knight will get more authority effect, okay, giving it more cast speed for our minions, okay. So that's very important. And also it decreases so this is vice versa, by the way, but you don't have to worry about that. Just set it to low tone since we're using Abysslings, okay, because if you have it set to high tone, the Rune Knight will eat your Abysslings, so you will notice that. So make sure that when you go into a map, set your Hazy Melody to low tone first, and then summon your Rune Knight. Okay, because if ever you summon your Rune Knight first, and then you have it set to the high tone. Once you've summoned the Abysslings and they start attacking, they will be eaten by the Rune Knight. So make sure that you take note of that. Okay, and okay, we do have a attack seal toggle in here, seal of striking. You will only use this if you do have the essences to awaken it and have it legendary. So because this only affects yourself, okay. So what we need to do is to have it affect our minions. So we're gonna be awakening it to Origin. It will change to aura, and it will affect your allies, meaning your minions as well. Okay, so huge damage boost there. And the enhance skill that we're gonna be using for bosses mostly is Mark of Focus, giving increased damage taken from minions. Okay, and also make sure to have this connected to totem activation if you do have the skill slots. Okay, to weaken totem, giving it so it will summon a totem on your feet or where the boss is, and it will be affected with vulnerable, giving them more or giving them the vulnerable status, meaning that they will take more damage from our minions, okay, or from any sources. So yeah, oh yes, so I do have a movement skill in here, leap attack. So that's quite good. I'm linking it to momentum, giving more damage taken dampening. Okay, so this works when you leap on a pack of mobs. It will trigger it. Okay, giving you the momentum buff for 4 seconds, and as you can see, the momentum effect, 19% damage taken dampening, giving us more tankiness there. And have it connected to this arm so that the cooldown recovery speed or the cooldown of leap attack is low. But it does have a 3 max use count, so you can spam it as long as you want. Oh, I do have another skill in here. Okay, there we go. So you can only unlock this if you do have the Rune Master levels. So I do have another defensive toggle in here, which is the Veil of Protection. I have it set to the Wind Veil one, just so that I have like additional defense when it comes to projectiles. Okay, but you can definitely go with this rune. Hang on, it's a seal because the Veil of Protection is only damage taken decrease. But, that's helpful. But you can go with this one. Seal of physical domain. It's damage taken dampening. So it's always on at the time, and there's no downsides. Okay. Okay. Moving on. Let's go with the Zodiac tree. Okay. So I've just copied this Zodiac tree from the guy that I found through the rankings, but I'll give you like an overview on why we're getting them. So first one is planes, damage amp, obviously. Okay. And don't worry, I will be also setting or putting timestamps on a comment there, on the comments there. So forest on 2. Okay, tyrant. Okay, damage amp for minions, obviously. And third, I went the HP potion route in here, just to get more survivability and effect on our HP potions. But definitely you can go with with the bottom ones here, giving you enhanced potion effect. The enhanced potions is very good in the end game. Okay, in here, obviously this one and some cast speed. And yes, another thing, minion skill rune levels are good for the build. It boosts the Abyssling's damage. A 3, 4, so 4, there's none. Usually, if you're starting, you need to get some specialization points before you can get to 5. So let's go with the first specialization in here. Okay, so we're gonna be prioritizing max Abyssling summon count. Okay, so usually you can get this around level 30 something, maybe. So definitely go for the max Abyssling summon count, and definitely convert mana helps us in game, along with the mana potion that you use automatically. And we're padding it to get the minion damage amp there. Okay, so let's get to 5. So on 5th Zodiac, gonna go with lightning. Group defense is a great defense boost for us. Damage taken decrease, and also for our minions. Altogether, chance to deal double maximized damage, which is good for our build since we're capped on crit, or the minions are capped on crit. But I'll explain that later. Fruit. Okay, minion damage amp, obviously. Maximize minion damage, that's huge. Okay, 25%. And some minion damage nodes here and there. Fruit, and then okay, we're done with fruit, so we're gonna go with Hera. Okay, we're gonna go the enhanced skill rune effects in here, so that our enhanced skills gives more effect, meaning that it buffs our minions. Okay. Okay. And you can go with Thunder Cry for the shout effect amp, but I think we're good on that, so don't bother. 5, 6. Okay, let's go with 6. Okay, Stealer definitely. Minion damage amp. Slaughter, minion crit damage. Okay, there we go. So Float in 6. Crazy Dog, minion damage amp. I think you don't need to get this. Should be fine. Yeah, I think we're done with 6. Oh, no. Here's another one. Oh, we're done. 6, 7, there's none. 8, this is good. Okay, so minion crit rate, strong ruler, damage. Okay, maximize minion damage and chance as well. That's good. Venom rate, poison collar, and I didn't went with darkness since it's just 2%. The reason why is because we're completing this node, okay, on the ninth one. Okay, which is piercing authority. Definitely huge damage boost. Okay, since more chance for our minions to deal maximize damage, and piercing mark there. Corrosion's mark and corrosion's authority. 3-minute 3% minion damage amp and some minion damage. Okay, that's much better than and everything. Okay, so I think we're done. Oh no, specialization, 2 and 3. Okay, so get your specialization points whenever you can, by the way, okay? Start with melody tuning since we're setting our minions on low, or the, what do you call this? The hazy melody to low tone. It increases their movement speed and also maximization chance, maximize damage, 5%, that's huge. But they take more damage, which we don't bother. That should be fine, they can survive. Okay, we're padding here to sharpness up to minion damage amp per one summoned minion. Okay, so that's huge since we're summoning how many? 5 Abysslings and 1 Rune Knight, so that's 6. Okay, 24% minion damage amp. And acceleration, giving them more cast speed, okay, because that's beneficial to them. But if you think you have the cast speed capped on your minions, you can definitely go with Unite Power here, giving them more maximization chance. Okay, since we're always or we have set our enrage crowd to unite crowd to enrage crowd. Okay, I think that should be it for this. But for the third one, okay, let's go with Gather Legion. That's very important so that you will summon the Abysslings all at the same time. Meaning that when you cast the Abyssling skill, it will summon all of them at the same time. Okay, not one by one. And stat transfer, giving them more damage boost, especially when you have high int. It gives crit damage to them. Okay. And also the strength one, but we don't bother with the minion crit rate. I'll explain it to you in a bit. Sharpness there, more crit rate as well. Okay, let's go with the gear. Okay, so especially when you're starting, this is not gonna be your gear, or this staff is not gonna be the staff that you're gonna have there. But the most important thing, if you're starting, once you've reached endgame or once you pick up staffs that you can craft into, make sure that they have minion critical rate. Okay, that's very important. The flat one, not the percentage, the flat one. So that's very important, and also the max Abyssling summon count, so that you can summon Abysslings up to 5. Okay, that's the max. And so obviously more Abysslings, more damage, right? But if you are, let's say you do have like a level 34 weapon, aim to get cast speed in here as well. And yes, so very 3 important stats: the authority craft for max Abyssling summon count, and stats like Abyssling cast speed and minion critical rate. Bonuses like minion critical damage is good, and also minion maximized damage, I believe you can roll, and minion damage, minion cast speed, that should be fine, and Abyssling damage. Okay. But definitely aim for minion crit rate as your priority. And for the helmet, you can definitely go for unique helmets for this one, especially if you're starting. There's a good unique common that you can use for more survivability. This one, as you can see, a damage taken dampening. But the higher level one is this Gutsy Sunrise Crown. giving you HP, especially if you have gear dodge rate. That is nice, and some movement speed. Oh, definitely need movement speed for this build. Or you can go. What helmet was that? This is very common as well. HP amp and HP potion effect. That's good. But if ever you want to craft yours, maybe you can. I'm not saying that this is the best helmet there, but I just thought of this and go with HP, some resist, and if you have the essences currency, you can definitely craft for the enhanced skill rune effect. And for jewels, you can definitely put enhanced skill rune effect as well, or minion crit damage that works. Okay, for the spolders, I went for this one so that I can be more tanky. Obviously, some resist there. If you have HP there, that should be good. And for the armor, you can definitely go with the armors like unique armors. But this one is the best for our Abysslings, getting them more damage. Definitely go with the authority that has, or that has a craft that says plus Abyssling skill rune levels. So +3 is the max there, I believe. So aim for that and get some resist if you can. A minion crit damage jewel. And this one, since I've already finished the Christmas event and I've got to the I've defeated the Santa 80 times, you get a box, a unique box that will give you transcendent uniques. So transcendent uniques are the ones that are much better than their original ones. So as you can see, very good for our build. Minion damage amp, minion cast speed, huge critical rate there, and crit damage. Downside is that our Rune Knight's cooldown will be like a minute. Okay, but that's okay. That should be fine. Okay, so I'm choosing this boots, the leg bone of the wind, for more movement speed amplification. Take note that it's not increased. Okay, it's amplification, so it makes you zoom on maps. Okay, and put a jewel in there, attack enhanced skill rune effect, and we benefit from some of the stats like cold resist and armor and dodge rate. But I'm just getting this just so that I move fast when I'm mapping. But if you want, maybe you can go this with this boots thing, movement speed, some resist there, HP if you can, and definitely the attack enhanced skill rune effect. Okay. So I use this when I do the what is it? The ranking, the void, and also other bosses that we can do. So huge damage boost there if you want to go that route. For the for this for the necklace, I crafted this so that our minions can gain this effect, the knowledge effect, giving them cast speed and more or some damage there. And yes, I've rolled minion critical damage, which that's lucky, so I didn't further try to craft this. I've got the minion crit damage and some HPs there, so that's nice. But if you're starting, you can definitely use this. It gives you additional max or another Abyssling. So we can use and you can also benefit from the Abyssling damage, and as you can see, minion skill rune level. It's gives you more damage for the Abyssling as well. So this is not bad. I think there's another transcendent, or there is another necklace that you can use that is like this, gives you more minion skill rune levels. Not sure, but I think you can use this when you are starting. Once you've accumulated the essences that you need to craft, you can definitely use this for the meantime. Not bad, right? For now, I'm using this because I'm trying to level up my rune master. Okay, so the belt. I've crafted this with the intent of be more tanky. So I rolled the authority for damage taken dampening while channeling, since we're channeling all the time with whirlwind. Okay, and enhanced potion duration. That's nice. Just got lucky for that, and some minion hit rate, minion HP, and some HP there. Okay, but definitely if you can find other authorities that give you more damage, go for it. Okay. Okay, so you can easily hit this minion damage amp. I just got lucky with the minion cast speed and some stats there, minion hit rate, and this one as well. I didn't bother. I actually crafted this once I've gotten my first 34 tier 34 rings for minions. Didn't change it since then, but you can definitely change it to a better one, getting more or higher tiers on the stats like minion damage amplification and some minion damage there. You can do that definitely. Okay, so I think we're done with the gear. We're gonna go with charms. So definitely you need to go scepter. Scepter gives you minion damage amp. So this is just starting. This is just starting charms. Okay, it's not endgame charms. So this is just a K star tier 6 with some random stats there. But your goal is you need to go 140 on Scepter to get that minion damage amp. If you can go 230, that would be nice as well. I've went with Spica, even though it doesn't benefit me, because I will explain it to you in a minute. But getting minion crit damage on your charms is big. Okay, there. So some samples. The reason I went with Spica is because I bought a Lacrima. So yes, moving forward with Lacrima. I was looking for a Lacrima that has a two-handed on it, two-handed unique, which I did found and was very lucky. I only bought it for what is it, 30 rubies. So very very cheap. I don't know why they posted it like that, but I grabbed it as soon as I saw it. So and it's all uniques, by the way. So but if you don't have this kind of lacrima, you can definitely go with what you got there. Just make sure that you have the right blessings percentage. So since you're going with scepter, definitely go with scepter, a lacrima that has scepter. Okay. So the reason I'm looking for a two-handed weapon unique is because of this, the moon's orbit, giving our minions flat crit rate, meaning that we can easily cap the minions crit rate to 100%. As you can see here, boom, 100 crit chance. So sure crit every time, and you do have some maximized chance there, and they stack. Okay, for the new ones there. Um, you can crit and it will be maximized at the same time. So huge damage there. Okay, so Moon's Orbit. Going back, damage, huge damage amp there, and chance for our minions to deal double maximized damage. And also, if ever you're gonna be, if you're new to Lacrima, make sure that you tick this icon beside the magnifying glass, the left one, so that you can see what stats are being applied to you or to your minions. Okay, so that's really helpful when you're crafting out like rare or magic gear for your lacrima. So just an additional tip. And I went for the spolders. I went for this one, damage taken dampening. Okay, huge one, and a lot of HP, and some resist as well. Okay, okay, and I went for this belt. I think this belt is godlike, but well, as you can see on the stats, godlike for newbies. Okay, not for the end game. There's much better belts there. The potion belts that every high or uh, the one percenters are crafting. Okay, so yes, just went with this huge damage or HP amp there, some resist, and huge chaos resist as well. And the very huge one is the damage taken dampening. So this stacks. So if ever you have 20% or less life, you have 40% in total of damage taken dampening. Okay, that's why I'm not able to, or I'm not dying on maps most of the time. Okay, we're done with the Lacrima, and we'll go with Relics. Okay, so Relics, I went with Caster, just so that I have this buff, acceleration buff, giving us more movement speed. Okay, and yes, definitely with this one, minion skill rune level. Okay. And usually you unlock this around the first. Okay, so make sure that you prioritize with caster first, active skill, acceleration, more movement speed, and Leo second. Okay, so I went with this so that I can be more tanky. It means that the Rune Knight will take some of our damage or some of the damage that we take, and they boost the Rune Knight's HP as well. This is actually my initial relic because of this. Regeneration, really helpful. But I went with the movement speed, obviously for mapping purposes. Okay, Scepter. Oh no. Okay, Scepter is. We're going for this, and can definitely take spell dodge rate in here once we've leveled it up further, or the chaos one, chaos resist ones. Take note that you can only activate, or you can only activate a single active skill, and it's only the one that is summoned currently. Okay, let's level up that. Boom, number 50. Okay, and the mastery. Okay, I think for mastery you can just get whatever benefits your minions the most. Minion damage, minion cast speed. Didn't bother with minion crit rate, obviously, since we're capped there. Minion damage amp, okay. Or crit, minion damage amp is better, definitely. And armor, some HPs there, or from some armor for them. And enhanced skill duration. For the accessory, some HP, minion damage, and aura and seal effect, okay. Giving us enhancing the effects of the seals and the runes, giving more damage to our minions. Okay. So I'm not gonna be showcasing or doing a map showcase since I'm on mobile, but you do get the idea. Okay, giving more casting to our minions and multi-shot definitely clears maps. But I can show you what my DPS on the ranking is. That's not that big, just around 850 million, almost a billion DPS there. So it's still too far from the one that we're trying to be. So this guy is a beast. And you can check him out as well. This is Asia server, by the way. But if ever you want you want to go the Rune Knight build, And you can summon two Rune Knight big boys. You can definitely do that. But the best one here is this guy, PP5 for Abysslings. Okay, boom. Okay. So oh, by the way, when you're starting, you can just use any skill, but you can definitely use summon Abysslings. Okay. And also they unlock every act, so maybe you can use just the starting Abyssling like this one. Okay. And if ever you get this unique item, very good early game since it gives you an additional summon count. Okay. Just also a tip: you can check what runes are compatible with Abysslings once you in here. So you can just click the eye icon besides the name of the rune itself, and you can see what runes are compatible with it. Okay. So I think that should be it for this guide. No showcase, unfortunately. I'm on mobile, so it's very laggy. But ranking DPS 800 million, almost a billion there. I just need to socket some jewels here and there. Should tick around 1 billion. Not that bad. Especially when you're doing maps, not like very high maps. Okay. So I'm actually running tier 10s and plus 15. So I'm trying to um, upgrade more and try to target plus 20 because I think plus 16 upwards it's someone's champions from what I know, but they said that they were very hard to kill, but so need more upgrades. Okay, but this is just like a entry level when it comes to um, getting into the end game. Okay, so yes, check out other Undecember content creators there, like Mike Type X, PT Gaming, Neartus, and Gino. Definitely check them out. Mike Type X, very good dude. You can visit his stream. He mostly streams every day. If you have any questions, newbie questions, he's free to answer any of them. Okay, he answered most of my questions when it comes to this game, so he's really great guy. So that should be it. Thank you very much, and yes, see you there. If you have any questions, drop them down in the comments. Okay, take care.